let me see if we all have a small journey together and close it at the end of the day. So when I looked through the word, it was about project, life, and cycle. Wanted to deliberate a little bit about the cycle, since I was told not to talk of projects and show any slides. And so I'm taking the word cycle forward a little bit for all of us. So I wanted to say what all the things that we do, the projects that we do, the contents that we bring, the beautiful poetry that we render to our projects is nothing but the chances that we get and the choices that we make. Taking this a little forward, the word cycle. We live by the circadian clock, making it a little colorful so that we just have some pictures beyond just buildings and projects. There's a cycle in the seasons. We are all living through it. We all saw this in school. I'm just bringing it back to memory. There is a water cycle. Rocks go through the cycle. And a whole bunch of cycles. We are living while all of this is silently at work. We are probably unaware of this, and we take all of this for granted. A little bit on the project. Project nature. Simple figures. All the sources are from the internet. My thanks to Google and the Pinterest. How a seed becomes a tree, and how just that little lemon comes from such a thing and goes back into it. The cycle there, always existing. A small insect coming from nothing and then perishing into nature. Couldn't resist it, wanted to look through history also. Some projects also have life cycles. Like Kunal's 14 years or 18 years of wait. That itself is a cycle. There are some architects whose works see the light of the day, some don't. Some projects stay only on the paper. Some of us have that. Some pictures are taken which never shown, gone into posterity. We didn't know where they are. So I thought, let me see what works have survived and sustained cycles. Most obviously is the falling waters. Sometimes the buildings go through cycles. They are standing there and they absorb the nature cycle. Then I brought Through It I Go. This particular project was designed by architect Yamasaki, but it went through certain changes in just 2 decades. It has had to be raised down because it created certain behavioral, environmental, social issues. Of course, may have had some political angles also to it, and it was raised to ground. Lots of learnings from this, lots of behavioral theories, environment behavioral studies have come out of this. So sometimes projects create different kinds of cycles and different studies out of them. The same architect has done great amount of work, being an Asian, not talk too much, but he had another project which actually went down to ground zero. So sometimes projects also go through cycles differently. And some other architects come and try to pick it up from where it is. I'm just bringing the story of the project life cycle in a different angle, totally. So yet, most of us must have gone there or would like to go or have studied about it. This is the original Barcelona Pavilion. Unrest got raised down, but fortunately for the architect, brought back again. So what we see now is actually a rebuilt. So the cycle was something that perished, has come back to life. It's a different kind of a project cycle. One of the skyscraper of Mies van der Rohe, which never saw the light. So it became a model, but stood there. So I want to bring some other examples. Our own, the Alai Minar. It was supposed to have gone higher than the Qutub Minar, but it stayed there and it is still surviving the test of time. It's going on. What cycle shall we call this? And the famous being built for over 144 years. Every 10 years, there is an extension of 10 more years. So let's see if we are alive to see if it's totally completed or it still goes on. The cycle of a different kind. So projects are probably, I'm just trying to think aloud and bring to the table, what kind of cycles do projects follow? Taking on a different perspective. Some of these are all examples we have studied when we are studying architecture design. We go through history. Some of the architecture styles are timeless, stand there, and they may even survive even beyond our lives. Some are looked for their rediscovering why they were built. Were they the time dials, the Stonehenge, the famous Stonehenge that we've seen? Some are deteriorating, yet give us a study of the times that were. Some get converted to museums, Jaipur, and my own city, the famous Charminar, surviving through the hustle bustle, roads getting raised down, but somehow managing to be there. So hope that it continues to be there. The great courtyard design, which is so typical to tropical climate, is seeing a different variation with changes in the surface treatments in the courtyard and now interpreted completely differently. What cycle will it go through? We don't have so many open spaces, so we want aspirational clients that want to bring the courtyard columns into their interiors and stay a bit of traditional architecture into their interiors. Where is this going to go? I want to take you through this another silent journey, a study of a cycle of different kind. The ever-expanding universe, they say, is going through the Fibonacci series. It's continuously expanding. What kind of cycle is it? It is also gyrating with time. Our own diurnal cycle, the moon going around every fortnight, and the planets. Everything is silently happening. A lot of buzz is happening only, I think, in our heads and what we do with our days. Whereas this is very, very smooth and silently at work. I want to take this to a drastically different thought process for cycle. We, in our own minds, I think our ancestors, a lot of our culture has tried to capture the cycle of time through the eternal dance. The cycle of world through the eternal dance. Is there a cycle of creation and destruction? Is this a continuous process? Where is it? So this is a simple symbolic capture. Captured into the building. All of us know about this Sun Temple. It has 24 wheels to it. The time is measured. Everything is measured. So human mind is so vast, so scientific, so intelligent that we try to capture the secrets of the universe and put them in form and space. Let me bring this cycle aspect to the life side of it, is what I thought. Anybody recalls what this is? At least mine. Mahabharata. So we all used to shut down everything at 11 a.m. at one time and watch this. So this constant thing of cycle, time, and some eternal continuous nature of time, nature, and life, I think has not left us. And it's never going to leave. So main samay hu. And I think I just want to bring this to an awareness about the theme, just to kind of put it in a different perspective. About taking the fact from Mahabharata there, they say there are 4 yugas that, at least in Indian context, we believe that it has been the golden age, Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, and Kalyug. That's why we always do the swastik, and that also is shown like it's cyclic and keeps going continuously. Where are we now? Some say we are at the beginning of this, some say we are in the transition of this. We have Nostradamus confirming something else. I just want to bring this to our own awareness as we stand here, the things that we do. How aware are we about what is going on? Is there a cycle that's happening on earth? Is there something for us that we go beyond the physical and then we come back to this? What is it? Is it only a linear journey? I started off as a toddler, and then maybe am I going back, or is it cyclic? We just have to become a little aware. What is going on right now? What I want to bring out from this, because this is very inspiring, when I was doing a little bit of study on the life cycle of a project, why only, they said no project, so chalo, let me look at the theme. So I feel we as human beings, the beautiful work and great creations that we are doing are continuously progressing in this way. Our mind and intellect, if we are aware, can actually start expanding and moving around and grow in this way. I tried to put the Vibgyor in place, and then I think this is going to be ever expanding, this time, next lifetime as well. And this is the beautiful thing that happens when all of us meet like this, that we constantly gyrate, share, move, come in patterns, come together, share ideas, and keep growing. And I just hope that we all continue to do this with full awareness. We can create the cycle of our own life, which is our project in itself, and with complete awareness, go on a journey, take the chances, make the choices. Thank you very much. I just got the theme